Hey traders, in this video we're going to talk about find your level and manage risk. And what I mean by that is I'm going to show you how to figure out, hey, what level do you want to buy or sell, right? And then just put the trade on at that level and manage risk. It's really not that hard. So I'm going to kind of go over how that looks in real time, and hopefully this will help you in your own trading and kind of think about trading in a whole different way. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And also, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching of any of my strategies, anything like that, just do me a favor, send an email to jason@daytradingfearless.com or go to my website and you'll find more information there. And then we could speak a little further to see if we would be a good match. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, so pick your level and manage risk. What do I mean by that? Well, here's a chart, right? I'm just going to use a market profile chart, a 1 minute. Let's say we're scalping, right? And I'm kind of looking at the markets and I go, hey, I really like this level right here. Why? Because it's a untouched point of control, and then right below this you actually have a untouched value area low. So it's kind of like double support at this level. Also, you could see that if we look back, right, this is a inverse head and shoulders. Well, this was the lower shoulder. So if price started to come down, there's multiple things actually lining up right at this, we'll call it 41.23 level, 22 to 23 level, where I'm like, hey, I like this trade. Let me try this trade, right? Now, here's the way to think of it, right? Think of it as poker. If you're playing Texas Hold'em poker, right, and you're dealt a horrible set of cards, right, on the pre-flop, it's, let's say you're dealt a 10 of clubs and a 2 of spades, right? It's a horrible hand. Chances of you winning are very low based on those two cards. Now, if as they go around the table to ask you, hey, do you want to check or do you want to play, right? Because if you're not the big blind or the small blind, you can actually just throw your cards in. Doesn't cost you anything. Well, if you're one of the very first people to be asked, hey, do you want check or fold? Okay, fold. It's because you still have the entire table that could actually sit there and raise, and then the $2, and let's say you're playing a minimum $2 table. If you throw $2 and the next person might go, hey, I'm going to raise it $2. So now you got to put $2 more in a horrible hand. Now, if you're towards the very end of the table, they've gone through the whole table and it comes to you and you're one of the very last people to actually be able to, and kind of put money in, well, you know, nobody else really could. So, hey, let me bet the $2 because on the flop, I could get a 10 and a 2 and a 5. Well, now I have 2 pair. I went from a horrible hand to a great hand of 2 pair, and maybe the third card or the fourth card on the flop, as they go through the game, might be a 10 or a 2. Now I have a full house, right? And what my point to this whole story is it worth $2 to see the flop? Yes. Is it worth $2 if you're at the beginning of everybody checking and raising? No. If you're at the very end and nobody else could really check or raise, then it's worth it. Hey, let me throw $2 in and see. So here's a perfect example. I see a level, we'll call it the 123 level, okay? And I'm going to sit there, and I would come over here to my trader, right? My order entry, and I would go in and probably go, let's go 41.2275. Right? Maybe it overshoots, maybe it ping pongs right here, try and get a little better fill. But now I'm risking 2 points to make 2 points, right? And it's either I'm right or right out of the trade. What I'm saying is, hey, as price comes down, okay, as price comes down into this level, I'm willing to risk $10 to see if we could get a bounce. Think of it that way, right? If I'm trading the micros, or $100 if I'm trading the big contract, right? So it all depends. Are you on the micros or the big? Here we're on the big contract, but so it'd be $100 worth of risk, right? And essentially, I'm saying, hey, if we come into this level, which is my buy zone level, I'm actually going to make that bet. Because if we could come down, come in, it fills me, and we bounce off this level, and I could get my 2 points, I just made $100 with $100 worth of risk. But where my edge is at the very end of the trade, or sorry, where my risk is, hey, I know we're at a support level. Odds of us bouncing are very high, because of a naked point of control and also value area low below. So I like those odds, just like the poker. Will I make this bet right here in the middle of a range? No, but I will do it down here. It's just like if I sit at the very first part of the table where they're going around asking everybody, hey, do you want bet, check, whatever you want? Yeah, I'll just throw those cards away. But if I'm kind of one of the very last people, I know there's really nobody else who's gonna raise, because everybody else is all checked, and chances are they'll just check anybody in front of me. But remember, there's only gonna be maybe 1 or 2 people, if that. So hopefully that kind of helps. I hope I didn't make it too confusing in that, but this is where you kind of pick your level. You go, I love my level, and let me see if it works. I'm gonna risk $100 to make $100, but the odds are in my favor because the charts are telling me exactly where we should bounce. Right, the right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulders. If we kind of come back into it, there's also a value area low and a point of control on the market profile that hasn't been tested. Multiple things. Maybe there will be a 200 period moving average sloping up. You know what I'm saying, right? And then that's what our edge is, and then it makes us better traders. Now, if we come down to like 123.25 and bounce our 2 or 3 points, right? If we're looking for 2 points, if we would, it bounces 2 points from there. Okay, cancel the trade. It already happened. We missed it. We will miss some trades. Sometimes it'll come up short. Sometimes it'll come right there. It'll overshoot a little bit. But if it comes up short and we miss the level, don't chase it. Just kill the trade, cancel the order, and move on to the next trade. Because chances are, after it bounces, if it comes right back down, it might blow through that second time. So hopefully this video helped you. Again, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, just go to my website or send me an email at jason@daytradingfearless.com, and we could discuss it a little more. As always, thank you for watching my videos, and we'll talk to you soon.